There's a couple types of fat, and there's a couple ways that fat is stored. So the types of fat, brown fat, this is actually very metabolic fat. It's made up of small droplets, and what makes it brown is that it's full of mitochondria. Well, mitochondria are in every cell of your active metabolic tissue. Mitochondria make energy. Mitochondria are also very thermal. So this brown fat is very thermal and produces heat. So heat burns calories, or energy, makes energy. So this brown fat can be generated by exercising. It can be generated by getting sufficient sleep. And it can also be generated if we are exposed to colder temperatures. White fat, of course, as we know, is this yellow fat that usually sits around the middle or hangs over the sides. It is single white droplets. It is void of mitochondria. It doesn't produce energy. It's thermal. If it's too much, it can create heat, but it doesn't create any energy. It acts as an energy reserve, as a matter of fact. It's an insulator, and it's a body's cushion. It can be sensitive to hormones like insulin, growth hormone, and adrenaline, but mainly excessive fat has become its own endocrine organ, and fat is where the toxins live. So if there's a lot of excess fat around, we are likely toxic. Fat, yellow fat, can interact with brown fat, and it can make that brown fat that is metabolic or thermal, it can actually make that brown fat dysfunctional. So too much yellow fat, not only is it toxic, but it can also make the thermic or metabolic fat dysfunctional. So how is fat stored? Of course, fat can be stored around your middle. That's called visceral fat when it's right around the organs. Most of the fat, or 80% of the fat that we have, is subcutaneous or extravisceral or around the middle. And it's beneath our skin, and that makes up about 80% of all of our fat.